Welcome to the Bigsteviepump experience, coming at you live from Flealand of Bowling Green, Kentucky, Kentucky's largest flea market. That's right, folks. We're back with the Bigsteviepump experience. I got my main man, Alan, on the camera, helping me out for a few weeks. Don't forget to come see him. A published author, has like 30 books on Amazon. Do not forget to check out my buddy Alan. He's been a big friend of mine for like 30 years. He's helping me out with this thing. Anyway, I know that's a little weird on the intro, but I had to give a shout out to my boy Alan. He's here at Flealand this week. Come get an autograph. Come buy a book. The next 5 weeks, he's going to be here. Come check him out. While you're here, check out Rememorabilia Collectibles. Come see Bigsteviepump. Come see Cousin Davey. Buy some wrestling figures. Buy some Star Wars figures. Maybe trade, Marvel, sports cards, wrestling cards. You name it, folks. We got it. You're gonna want to come down into Flealand of Bowling Green, Kentucky, and check out Bigsteviepump. And we're gonna leave that. No need for the edit. Let's show them that I can screw up too. So check it out. We got this last week, right before I walked out the door. Everybody knows Bigsteviepump's always willing and dealing and hustling. But this championship belt, this is one of the good ones. This is like one of the $400 belts, like on, well, I think they're $500 now, www.shop.com. So this is one of the really nice replicas. Well, I have this one that I just picked up last week, but I actually already had this one, and this belt's actually even more rare. This is the WWF logo, Smoke and Skull Championship. So this belt's like 30 years old. This would have also been about $350, $400 when it was brand new 30 years ago. But this belt is awesome. And I mean, it's a showstopper. Everybody comes by and looks at this. I'm surprised I hadn't sold it yet, especially for Christmas. But then, like I said, then last week, I picked this one up. Always picking up cool things. I got some other cool stuff I'm gonna show you here in just a bit. All right, so we don't just do wrestling here at Rememorabilia Collectibles. We, buy and sell and trade all kind of stuff. But actually, so last week, Cousin Davey picked this up. So this is a Kenner, as you see, no longer Kenner. They're Hasbro now, bought by Hasbro in the 90s, mid-90s. So this is an original Star Wars Bespin Guard from The Empire Strikes Back. I'm going to guess it's Empire Strikes Back. And it's this is, I'm going to flip it over real quick. So this is actually, they call this a 48 back with how many numbers of characters are on the card. So this is actually really cool, and I know the card's a little, compromised. It's a little beat, but it's also 40 years old. So, I mean, you're looking at something really cool. It's tougher and tougher to find these figures. This is probably like 50, 60 bucks, somewhere in that neighborhood in this shape. One thing I will show, there is like a little slight blemish, but even still, you're just not simply going to find this. And I actually, the Toys R Us sticker, a lot of times people won't even try to remove stuff like that because obviously Toys R Us is gone. Places like Sears, Kmart, JCPenney, any of those type places. So people actually, KB Toys, people actually kind of like these old stickers. It kind of adds to the mystique and the nostalgia of it. But yeah, this is a really cool piece. We're constantly trading for stuff. Davey's a Star Wars expert, and he's always, Star Wars cards, autograph stuff, action figures, you name it. We got all kind of stuff, just collectible coins. And that's the kind of stuff Davey hustles when it comes to Star Wars. Everybody knows I do the wrestling stuff. We got, superheroes. We got Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, you name it. We got all kind of stuff. Anyway, come on down and check us out at Rememorabilia Collectibles in Flealand of Bowling Green, Kentucky, Kentucky's largest flea market. So another cool thing that I just picked up, this is actually epic, and the reason it's here is because I literally, like I said, just picked it up last week. The great Muta, Keiji Muto. So this is late career Muta, and he just got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Never really wrestled in WWE, but he was an NWA WCW guy. He actually beat Sting for the television title way back in the day. Basically late 80s, early 90s, Muta was wrestling in the NWA/WCW at that time. Of course, he lives in Japan. He only wrestled in the States for a short period, so it's not necessarily easy to get his autograph. So this is one of my favorite pickups in a long time. I'm super stoked to get this. Now, he used to have longer black hair, kind of looked like Mo of the Three Stooges almost, and face paint. Like he would usually paint his face red or maybe white or sometimes black, and he spit the mist. He would always, you know, like spit the mist. So really cool character, kind of like the great Kabuki. Of course, I might be throwing names at people don't remember, but anyway, he's definitely an awesome character. I love this piece, and like I said, I traded for it late in the day last week, and I just now getting back to it. Same guy that brought me the belt I was showing, also I got this from. And I got some other awesome stuff to show here in a little bit. So just like speak and you shall receive, or when we're asking you shall receive, I was just talking earlier about a Bespin guard there, and so now we've just acquired a Return of the Jedi Gamorrean guard, sealed, unpunched. So I mean, you can see, yes, the card is a little yellow, and we're talking about a figure that's 40 years old, folks. So I mean, the card's in pretty decent shape. I mean, $125. This is, I mean, a very fair price. Somewhere I got that on there. That's a very fair price for a piece like this. Like I said, you're talking about a 40-year-old figure, still sealed. And Gamorrean guard is definitely more sought after than the Bespin guard. The Bespin guard's still cool, but this figure, like I said, is unpunched. It is in better shape than the Bespin guard we had earlier. But you can see here, what is this, 70, I don't have my glasses on. Was this 75 back or something? What is that? What did you say? Oh, so here it is. Collect all 77. If I just open my eyes. So yeah, collect all 77. So this is a 77 back from Return of the Jedi. Really awesome piece. Like I said, you just never know what we're going to get here at Rememorabilia Collectibles. Constantly willing and dealing. You know, vintage Star Wars stuff, wrestling stuff, you name it, we get it, folks. Guys, I appreciate you joining me today. I hope you've seen some cool stuff. I'm going to keep continuing to try to show you some cool stuff over the next few weeks. I got my main man Alan back here recording for me. That always makes everything better. I don't know how he can see what's in my head and put it out there to the world better than I can, but he can. So thank you, Alan, for that. So don't forget to come to Rememorabilia Collectibles. Check us out at Flealand, Bowling Green, Kentucky. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bigsteviepump out!